Hey y'all. I am setting up my walk. Okay, welcome y'all. I'm gonna just give it a second, let some people get in real quick. All right. um, just the same reminders, make sure that you are designing the life that you want for yourself, right? Make sure that no matter what I say in these readings, you guys know y'all can do whatever you want. All right, look at your life basically like just a series of your own decisions and things like that. Of course, there's a few things that's in and out of our control, but it's all good. Let's see. I don't have nothing other than that really. We want to see what comes out in the cards. I'm gonna do the reverse today. So I think I'll keep that up, like, do the regular order and then go backwards so the people that are at the end of the zodiac don't always have to wait to the end. We're gonna do I'm early today. I had finished doing what I needed to do. I'm just kind of wow. You're gonna see me looking back and forth because I am observing something that I'm working on. But yeah, kind of studying something. I should put on these blue light glasses. I haven't been using them. All right, so we're gonna start with Pisces first. So we're gonna go backwards. We're gonna do Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sag, Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, Leo, Cancer. Ooh, I skipped Gemini when I wrote this down. So Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, Aries. So that's the order we'll go in backwards. Hey y'all, welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, I know somebody may ask about personal readings. Y'all can subscribe to the WAP. You can unsubscribe at any time, by the way. So like if you just basically I want you to look at it like you're purchasing a reading. Like if you want, you get your two readings for the month and you cancel it kind of thing, you can definitely do that. It's not death row records. Uh you're free to leave. But yeah, but that's in the description. That was just the best way to do Ooh, excuse me, y'all. I'm getting a little sick. That was the best way to do it to avoid like all those fake TikTok pages and like fake scammers and things like that. Um, so yeah. All right, we're gonna start with Pisces. Again, I don't really have like nothing deep to tell y'all right now yet. We'll see. We're gonna see what comes out in the reading. Okay. All right. So, what is the most important scenario? What is the general situation for my Pisces people out there? Pisces placements, y'all could watch for any placement in your birth chart. Apply it as necessary. Okay, so mystery. Okay, so secrets, the unknown. Okay. What role do you play here, Pisces? What role do you play? Love. Okay. So right now you could be in love, you're doing something out of love for someone. You're actually concerned about how another person feels. You want to feel, you're making sure that you're being empathetic, sympathetic, things like that. So basically you're doing something because you are emotionally caring for an individual. All right. What is the most important what other energy should you be in here, Pisces? Okay, voice. All right. So just the way this is depicted, you might be trying to say something in a nice way. You might need to be more straightforward and speak up for yourself. Now, of course, with mystery being the center of your reading, maybe somebody does not know, I don't know how you feel, or you're hiding how you actually feel. But I feel like out of love, you're being nice. That's kind of what I'm getting. What may you need to speak up about here, Pisces? Okay, fight. All right. So maybe there could be an argument. You may be challenging the person that you love. Like I feel like literally out of love, you're being quiet here. What is the mystery about? Mystery about what area of life? Oh, no problem. Yes. I'm going to switch back and forth, y'all. Okay, so we got defense. Okay. So what literally what is blocking this? What is blocking something? Or okay, we're gonna clarify. But yeah, so I'm gonna switch each day, like I'm gonna go in order and then the next day I'll go backwards, I'm gonna just do it like that. That way y'all don't have to wait so long. What is this fight about or this disagreement or conflict? Okay, innovation. Okay, so it could be about manipulation or somebody could be disagreeing on how something is created. Like, I don't really agree with that. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's get 8 cards for the Pisces folks. All right, so the 9 of Wands popped out right away. So I do feel like something may make you feel uncomfortable. You don't really like what you see. Let me get some more cards here. Somebody may have said something to offend you or hurt you or something like that. We're gonna clarify what that is though. Yeah, literally, it's like you look at something, you don't like it, and then so you walk away. All right. Literally. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna within yourself, it's time for you to walk away from keeping things bottled up. You're gonna say it, Page of Wands, and then that causes like inspiration here. You got the Three of Swords, there's the Five of Wands. And then there's the Six of Wands, and then the Hangman. So you guys are ruled, your card is the Hangman, Pisces. Um, I feel like at the end of the day, you're going to see something a lot different. It's almost like you didn't realize that was going on. You're going to look back and feel kind of bothered by it. I feel like too, it looks like somebody's just doing something for attention. All right. There's a lot of conflict in these cards. What's the 9 of Wands? Yeah, the Hierophant. Okay, now it may be a Taurus, but somebody is saying something out loud to maybe a group or like this, and you hear it and it bothers you. All right, let's see. What's going on? What did somebody create with innovation? It's like they created some type of issue. Now you're upset. Yeah, rebellion. So, okay, so with the Hierophant, these are rules, right? So it's like somebody gave rules and regulations. They're finding a way to break this loophole, but they're not supposed to. It's almost like somebody gave you rules and then they went and broke those rules here. What are you going to realize? And what was your perspective before? Because the hangman can be you having a different perspective on a scenario. Oh, truth. Okay, so I feel like you thought you knew what was going on. Yeah, mystery. That's why mystery is the center of your reading. So there's something that may come out that you don't really know the truth about. What did you think you knew the truth about? Or you may have thought that somebody was being honest or fair. You're like, okay, bet they're telling me the truth, or okay, bet they're right, or okay, could be a Sagittarius. So you thought somebody was telling the truth about a Sagittarius. Okay. How we get in it? It's like, no. All right, how are you gonna view it later? So you're like, I thought I knew the truth about a Sag, or I thought that person was telling me the truth about this Sagittarius. If you don't know any Sagittariuses, it could be a teacher. Um, okay. And how are you going to view it later? Yeah, superstition. Wow. So that's not true. Something's not true. It's fake. It's made up. Damn. Now I'm gonna keep it a but I don't know with the Hierophant sometimes that could be religion. So I don't know if this is like literal angels or like literally like something religious. You're like, that's not even real. Okay, yeah. Okay. So what was supposed to be the truth about this energy? All right. Yeah, personality. Yeah, you're like, no, I thought because it's somebody who's telling you this. Who told you this? Yeah, power. So it's not, so somebody's like, yeah, this is how Sagittarius is. You're like, yeah, you just thought that that was the truth. It could have been a Taurus, but I feel like the person, you're like, yeah, they were like, yeah, that's how it is, or that's what it is, or and it's not even real. Damn. All right. That's how I be going. What part of personality did they mention? Passion. So they may be like, yeah, that damn. All right, that's fucked up. Maybe they're like, yeah, that's sad. Maybe they're like, the truth about that sad is that they desire me, or they want to have sex with me, or they're attracted to me, or this is what a Sagittarius desires, or this is what this type of person actually desires. That could even be like something like, okay, this is how this type of person dresses like this. So, it's like a judgment. And you really thought this is what it is. You thought it was the truth. And now you're figuring out that it's not real. It's a superstition. So why would somebody tell you this? What's the point? Why are they telling you this? Okay, order. So it's almost like somebody had to tell you that in order to get something else. So that's why innovation is here. What is the fight about? Innovation. So it's about manipulation. Somebody had to tell you something bad about another individual or about another situation in order for you to believe something else. Okay, so once they told you that, then what? Then what do you end up doing, or what reaction do they get from you or out of this situation? Oh, rebellion. So it's almost like they got to tell you something about this person. Oh, so and so does this to get you to rebel, or to maybe to make that person look like they're rebellious. Yeah, it's not even, so something's just not real. That's what your reading's about. So what is the norm? What would you have normally done if you didn't know this information, Pisces? And then we'll see what you ended up doing instead. So you would have been more emotional or more in touch with your emotion. What did you end up doing with this information? It was like basically somebody knew that they could get you to do a certain thing or act or believe a certain thing if they told you this. So what did you do after you received this information? Oh, pride. Okay. That's why the Six of Wands is here. So you may have done something out of pride or ego. What did you do out of pride or ego? I don't really want to take that. Oh, fluidity. Let me clarify that again. What did you do out of pride or ego here? You showed something off. Okay, dominance and then strength. All right, yeah. So, okay. So basically, that's what your reading's about. You're going to find out that somebody was not telling the truth about this scenario at all.